You are director of foresight and planning department in Fujitsu. On what kind of project you are working?
So my role in Fujitsu really is to look at the way that the market is changing and look at new technology trends that are emerging, and really to reflect those back into our portfolio strategy, so that the products, the services that we're creating are relevant for the needs of our customers in the future. So at the moment in Fujitsu, we're particularly interested in technologies that we describe as human-centric technologies. So technologies that really create value for people and can be used by people in a very natural way, and in ways in which enhance people's everyday lives. So if I can give you some examples, there's a technology we have called Spatial. It's a data location management service, and it helps to provide information about the movement of traffic through a city. So we've installed sensors in taxi cabs across Tokyo, and these sensors relay information about the position of the cabs. Now the Spatial system provides then an overlay, provides the bigger picture view of what traffic in the city is actually up to. And we're able to apply this technology in lots of different ways. So for example, we've been working with Toyota in order to apply this technology to help their new vehicles, their new hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, to help their motorists find hydrogen filling stations, of which there aren't that many in Japan at the moment. So really it's about using technology in a way that can really benefit people, and benefit people in the context in which they live their daily lives.
What kind of products in Fujitsu offer already use these human-centric innovations?
So another way that you can look at it is to think about technology that helps people to interact in a very sort of human way. So for example, we have some biometric technologies that are in use today that customers have been using, that allows you to validate a person very, very simply based on some biometric characteristics. So we have what's called a palm vein authentication, palm vein scanner. And this technology really reads the pattern of someone's veins in their palm, which is unique. It's a biometric profile, so it's unique to every individual. So it's a means of validating a person, for example, at an ATM, without actually that person needing to make contact with anything. So it's a very sort of natural way of authenticating a person to make sure of who they are.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that in the future we didn't use passwords or logins, but we will be used biometrics?
Oh, I think so, yes. I think that's the way that things are going. I mean, for example, we've just released a new technology which is an iris recognition system. So it will recognize an individual just simply by that person's gaze, that person looking, for example, at their smartphone. And this technology then allows you very simply to unlock a phone just by looking at it. And in fact, the technology just becomes completely invisible to you. You pick up your phone, if it's you, it unlocks. If it's not you, it remains locked. So there's no need to input a password or anything. So I think definitely that's the way that things will go, that actually we won't need to sort of carry around these passwords and carry around these bits of information that really, date back to an age where the way we worked was the way that the technology intended us to work. Technology wants us to remember a password, whereas what human-centric means is being able to use technology in a way that we as people are much more used to working and operating.
All those technologies you mentioned before are now ready to sell?
Yes, that's right.
Also in Europe?
Yes, that's right. I think the iris technology is only available in Japan at the moment, but the palm vein authentication is available throughout the world, yes.
Do you think that those technology will make life of hackers harder?
I think so. I mean, the thing with the nature of a biometric profile is that biometric characteristics is they are unique to individuals. So it's very difficult to, or nearly impossible to fake or to mask a biometric profile. So I think yes, it's going to be much harder for hackers to assume people's identities if they're using these, if they're supported by these biometric technologies. And I think that the future is a lot about, we talk a lot about technologies and so on, but actually a lot of the value that we're going to get in the future is really going to be how we manage information. So things like people's personal data, how we manage those types of things, I think are going to be very important in the future for how we can unlock that value. And I think it's really important that people are able to sort of start taking a more kind of information view of their technology. It's very easy at the moment, and particularly from the types of technologies we've used in the past, for the technology to become so complex that we can't actually see the information. And we mustn't lose sight of the fact that actually it's the information is the important thing. That's the thing where we really get the value. That's the thing where we really need to have a clear view of which information needs to be private, which information needs to be protected, which information, for example, does the intellectual property of our organisations depend on, but then which information do we get value from sharing, value from being able to use in lots of different contexts. So I think the nature of information is very important, and this is why security technologies like biometrics, I think, have got a really big role to play in the future.